Yo, what's up guys? This is my second video on Elemental Knights. This is a update to the first video I made recently. And I'm still playing the game. It's been a month now, and I'm still playing with the group that I've been playing with. We've grown in numbers from the original, I want to say 5 to about 8 now. We had one person join and then drop because I guess they didn't really enjoy the class they were playing, and they didn't enjoy the game after that because they thought they could make the class better than it was. And sometimes it just doesn't work out. Some games just aren't balanced well enough to have all the classes be worth it. Or you can make the class, as worth it as you can. You just have to put more effort into it than you probably want. And some people just want the big numbers. And that's, okay. The game was Elemental Knights once again, and this is just an update to what my original thoughts were. Nothing bad, really. It's just the thoughts that I've had originally about the game. The game is still fully accessible without spending anything on the gacha cash shop system that they have, which is centered around outfits to gain extra stats. As far as we've gotten, you don't need cash shop outfits to have the extra stats to push towards the end game. I've learned a lot more about the game in this last month, especially in the last few days. That makes the game a lot more in depth and gives you a lot more power by just running the game naturally. And it's kind of nutty how these systems are in place. But so I do have a few complaints about the game, just to go off the bat. A lot of the game is untranslated. Not a lot. A big part of the game is untranslated when it comes to some quests and some skills on some items. A lot of text on some items is untranslated or copy and pasted, or just not correctly placed on the right items. That's one major issue that I found with the game, because that does affect your play of the game. You have to stop and translate the item that you just found, or the item that you're trying to use, or something that you got from the gacha system that's wrongly translated, and that could lead to you not really getting what you want. Which my friend pointed out the other day, there was one piece that he got that didn't get the stats that it said it gave, and it kind of affected his build in total. So it was kind of like, well, this sucks that I got something that doesn't do exactly what it said it's supposed to do, and you're spending money for this. So yeah, I hope they would go ahead and fix that if they see this video. I don't think they will, because I'm not really a big YouTuber, and they probably don't care about YouTubers' opinions on their game that they're kind of just keep up and running to make a little extra money once in a while. Because people do spend a lot on this game. The cosplay system is a very vast system that people will throw money into. I've had friends recently throw upwards of $400 into the cosplay system in the group that we play with. So that lets you know there are people that spend more. So yeah, the server on PSN, the PlayStation servers are separate from the mobile and Switch servers, which are two servers that are combined. The Switch and the mobile servers are combined, so you can play from Switch and play with the mobile servers, but the PSN servers are separate. However, there are Japanese and English servers on both sections of those, where you can switch to the Japanese servers and play with Japanese players if you choose to, and they can switch to play on the English servers if they choose to, maintaining all your characters that you have on your roster. Now, that's not an issue. There is a communication barrier you have to go ahead and break down if they choose to also participate in this breaking down the communication barrier. I found two players that are willing to actually sit there and go back and forth with me through Google Translate to find out what each other is saying, and they'll communicate with me and talk and say hey, do you guys need any help? Do you need anything? And if you don't, well, have a good day and we'll see you later. This guy specifically was a guy that I added. My friend calls him his stepdad because he carried him through one of the dungeons a few times earlier. He randomly found me. I don't know how he found me. We're on each other's friend list, but the friend lists don't show where you are. So he randomly found me and just started sending me gifts. And I was like, why is he sending me gifts? I don't understand. I didn't ask for any of this stuff, right? At the same time, I was on stream, so I was like, maybe he's watching my stream, but he wasn't in my stream. Nobody was in my stream. I think it was one other person in my stream, and it was my friend in real life. And so I'm like, how's he I never mentioned that I need any of this stuff to anybody, first of all, but he sent me exactly what I was looking for. And I guess it's kind of probably the end game build for Guardians. I don't know what the end game build is for Guardians. I just knew stuff that looked good that I wanted because it made sense to have this stuff. And so the shield, specifically the Ancient Guardian shield, is something he gave me, and I was like, oh my god, this is exactly what I was looking for. Awesome. And when I saw that, I was like, dude, that saved me hours of like trying to figure out how to get this, because I couldn't get it on my own. I definitely can't get it on my own. But the Japanese players are definitely very helpful. They are very talkative when it comes to finding out that you're willing to break down the communication barrier and talk to them. They will speak to you as well. Some of them only know like certain English blurbs, like, you know, hello, good morning, good afternoon, thank you, stuff like that. Others, they don't know any English, or they won't try to speak any English. And if you speak to them in Japanese, they'll reply in Japanese, and you can go back and forth by translating through Google Lens or Google Translate, and then that stuff. Yeah, so the communication barrier is probably one of the biggest issues when getting into this game. As well as playing on PlayStation, there's not much room for there's not much players in the game, so where you can't do one of the mechanics in the game at a good state. You have to pretty much coordinate with other players to get the mode done. Other than that, that's probably my biggest gripe, is that we can't do that mode, which is Defense War, and that's it. Like, that's my biggest gripe about the game, is this one mode we can't do, because it's not a mode that like automatically tunes down to the amount of people on the server or anything like that. It's a mode that just stays stagnant in the level range that it is, and you need to be able to do it at a harder range to get the things you need to become endgame, whereas we just can't, because we're not geared enough to do that. But the game does have a lot of replayability when it comes to, well, a lot of expansion when it comes to leveling up your characters, gearing up your characters, because you need to gear every single character up to make your main character even useful, or even more useful at the end game, because all your stats on all your characters will count in the end. All of your stats on your characters will count, so it does reward you for leveling up each character, for getting all of your stats and stuff pumped out. And you probably just want to main one character. I'm generally maining two characters, because my Guardian is my main farmer, and then my Dragon Buster is supposed to be my damage dealer, which is my main damage dealer. My farmer is for just myself, because you can't do anything farming when it comes to playing this game without having a Guardian. It's so hard to farm. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I just want to go ahead and like let you guys know any updates on this game. I'm still playing this game currently. I will plan on playing this game going forward into the future. I don't see myself slowing down yet. So I'll see you guys in the next video, and it's been forever. I'll catch you guys in the next one, and peace.